Good morning, it's 8 o'clock and it's Elite Dangerous. A little slow in getting started today. I was busy with some other things. Frustrating when it doesn't work. You gotta do a lot of work all over again. And it takes longer for everyone. We're gonna get into Super Cruise here just to get moving. So, some trouble yesterday with the servers. I guess everybody got kicked out. And why isn't it routing. Alright. Oh, there we go. It's a strange thing. I don't know what we did here or what we didn't do. But we're gonna get moving. And we're jumping straight to a Class A. It's one of the most fabulous sites in the universe. One off, not really on the top there, but Class A stars are pretty spectacular. Of course, with all the filtering and everything going on here, it doesn't look quite as spectacular. Well, we kind of are in a hurry, but look at that. Launch ED Discovery. Launch ED Discovery. There it goes. We're never in too much of a hurry to look for Earth-like planets. Habitable zone is 1,000 to 2,000 light seconds. This one is right inside.
Fuel scooping complete.
And this one is just outside. If it's a water world, it might still be good. This is a sign that our luck has changed. We've been struggling finding anything in the last few days. I'm sorry I don't follow on that comment. And that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. We had server trouble on Friday, so our journey got cut very short. Also had server trouble yesterday, so our journey got cut short. Alright, we're gonna do a loop of shame. You think he's been feeding them information? I wouldn't be surprised though if they did that. And not as a favor to Canon, but that Canon was kind of loosely affiliated with Earth-like world, man. First system of the day and jackpot. Gonna try to not crash into it. If this is a water world and our day is perfect, we can just quit. It's a long ways away. Doesn't really need to be though. People leave for many reasons, each have their own. This could be a water world. This could be a water world. It's a little early to start slowing down. And it's so funny too because I've been focusing my efforts looking at F-type and G-type and what is it? Yeah, G and K mostly, but also some Fs, and I couldn't find anything, and then I go straight into a type A. A, right? Yeah. And boom, there it is. Alright, so getting some gravitational funkiness here. I'm gonna start slowing down. It's too early. Still 2,000 away. So yeah, we got cut short a little bit yesterday. Didn't quite get where we wanted to be. We gotta catch up that today, plus do today's travel, so there's 37 jumps left to where we wanted to be. And after that we gotta go a little bit closer to Earth. And suddenly I'm too close. That's what happens when you focus on other stuff. Too many screens, too many details. And that is definitely a water world. A million credits right here in this system. Right, so there's one more object that looks kind of interesting. Luckily, it's not too far away. But I'm kind of wondering now if we should just scan the whole shebang. Not that many. There's another 5. And a couple of moons. Scan the whole thing. Let's get some bonuses here. No names, right? No names. Excellent. And since we've taken care of the outermost ones, the rest should be a piece of cake. Start off with some real exploring. Well, strange. This scan did not get did not register with EDSM. I'm not really afraid that some of the other ones are not gonna show up, but we're always gonna get the metal worlds. Gotta get that chat window up. Yeah, that's the wrong map. So that wasn't really anything special. I don't think the other ones are going to be either. They're just going to be regular high metal content worlds. This one has no moon. Well, we're a little bit behind schedule. We lost out some time on Friday, which I had hoped to make up yesterday. And then we had the same problem yesterday as on Friday, where the servers suddenly shut down. So we're kind of behind from Friday and yesterday. I need to have the ship back in the bubble sort of at the end of the week here. And we have 9,500 light years to go. The good news is it's not gonna take us that long to make it up. It's just we have a planned stop. Planned stop in that nebula to look at a few systems. And then we gotta cover. We're gonna get to about 7,500 light years off Earth. I guess is the plan for today. Why is everything so far away? 17, 14, 16. Alright, let's go over there. So yeah, downside to big suns is huge orbits. This one has a moon, so we're gonna have to scan that one too. That was a terraforming candidate, by the way, that last one we did. So this is turning out to be quite the catch first thing in the morning. Just a long way to travel for all of these smaller rocks. The long-range scanner do come in handy, but I'm still gonna get really up close and personal to get the moon over here, so. Moon's not showing up. We gotta do this manually. Yes, you can, once you get soldiers up to certain ranks, you can purchase the ability to have more soldiers on your team. So you start out with 4, and I think once you get 1 up to sergeant, I think you can get you can purchase the ability to have 5, and then when you get captain, you can purchase the ability to have 6. 6 is the maximum. But there are other things that can change that, so you can actually end up with a maximum of 8. Well, actually, that's not true either. You can end up with more than that. So one of the new concepts in War of the Chosen are the so-called cards. So you get certain ability cards, I guess you can call it. There's that you can put in play, and one of them is that you can have a resistance soldier join you on any mission. So just out of nowhere, you can get a 7th soldier. You have no control over what their equipment is, and anything else. But you have another guy. Another continent bonus that you can get is called Double Agent, and that is an Advent soldier joining your team at the start of the mission. So basically someone defecting. So that will give you another soldier right off the bat. That could get your maximum up to 8. Then you have certain mind control abilities, some temporary and some permanent. That could give you another soldier. You have you can take over robots through hacking. Either I'm not sure if that's temporary or not, but that could give you another soldier as well. So you can end up with quite a few. I'm playing 2 games at the same time, and in my other game I have both the resistance soldier card in play, as well as the double agent continent bonus. And I do end up quite frequently with 7 or 8 soldiers on each mission. I think that's the whole thing, is it not? It is indeed. All right. Upwards and onwards. So that was a little discussion about a different game, but there we go. I had a very, I should say, successful stream and fun stream yesterday with Gran Turismo Sport as well. Yeah. War of the Chosen, they have done a lot of things right. It is tremendously fun to play. The bonuses that you're getting with the resistance cards and all that stuff is very well thought through. Not all are as helpful as all others, of course, but it's the luck of the draw. And I think it adds I think it adds a whole lot to the game. The two best cards I've seen so far is the it's the Between the Eyes, which is the one that we used a lot in episode 11. Any shot on a lost is an automatic headshot. It's a guaranteed hit, basically. It's not a guaranteed hit, it's a guaranteed kill. So even if it's a lost with 7 hit points and you hit him with a gunshot that only does 2 damage, it's still a kill. So that's great, because you are going to run into the lost. The second one, I'm not saying that it's better or worse than the previous one, but the other card is the double AP, is that what it's called? So whenever a soldier does something, and you see it pop up on the screen on the right hand side when you do it, shot from ambush or whatever, it gives you 1 AP, and then you can use that to buy skills later on. Double AP is, that's basically it, doubles your AP, so all the points you can use that ends up in the shared pool of ability points that you can use, and it's basically doubled. Episode 11 looked really bad. I did not have a chance at all at get at the Chosen. No chance. So I kept trying to go for that, but there was nowhere to go, and the loss just kept coming and coming. Luckily we didn't lose any soldiers, but we're gonna have to find a way of dealing with the assassin soon. It's one of the things that I don't really like about the game is there seems to be a high percentage of shots goes through cover. Especially with them shooting at me, it feels like. And that's kind of frustrating. Yeah, I just put up episode 12. Recorded yesterday. There's still some stuff I don't understand with the video editing software. It seems to quadruple the size of the files. I'm not sure why. Alright, so this turns out to be a YouTube only stream. I forgot to switch the scene. I'm not sure why I switched to YouTube yesterday, but I'm gonna have to switch that back. Right, so we're just gonna keep on jumping until we get to the nebula. Now I had to stop the stream. I mean, it's pretty quick. I just have to stop it, switch profile, and hit start again, and it usually will just resume for everybody. Just give me a second, we'll do that. I'm just gonna honk and refuel here. Alright, the stream's gonna stop and disappear for a second. Don't worry, I'll be back in 5 seconds. Alright, and we're back. Now it should be going to everywhere. And my phone says yes it is. Excellent. I think we're going over there. I think that's the nebula we're going to. Yeah, it's there's something weird going on. I don't know if it's Elite that's doing it or if it's OBS that's doing it, but my key presses that's supposed to go to OBS isn't going, so I have to click with the mouse is a little frustrating, but we'll sort it out. That was almost a premature jump. Alright, I gotta see if yeah, okay. Alright, so EDSM didn't log that first system we jumped into because ED Discovery was not running as I jumped in.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not sure if I can have it process the logs or anything to catch up on that. But everything here is marked with a star, which means according to EDSM, nobody's been here before. Should qualify that with a nobody has actually reported it before. There's a difference. So I don't like all these red dwarfs. They're a little tricky to scoop from. They don't really have much of value. And right now we don't really care either, we're just honking and jumping. I want to get to the nebula. It should start grow pretty big on the screen. As we're getting closer. And there's I believe 3 systems there I want to visit. Yeah, I think the star is basically nobody has claimed it as, you know, discovered. So people can have gone through it and honked. That will just get it, you know, in the system. But if they haven't stopped and scanned at least one object in here, so which would usually be the sun, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't get reported as discovered. So let's see, for instance, this one. Oh no, that's the wrong screen. Alright, let me do timeline. But this one has a star on it, meaning it's nobody's been here before. We can put our name on it. Let's see. That one is 200,000 light seconds away. I'm not gonna scan that. That's too far.
Frameshift drive charging.
But at least we got that one, huh? So now, if I reload, yeah. Now it shows up as a Class A star, blue-white, scoopable. Distance to Sol, 9,197.46 light years. Distance to Colonia, 14,342 light years. And change. So I guess we haven't done too bad with our trip.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So I might try the same schedule today as we had yesterday.
Fuel scooping.
Where start out with Elite and play that on the stream, and then I do XCOM offline on the next episode, which is episode 13. And then while that's rendering, I can do another round of Gran Turismo.
Frameshift drive charging.
Also in 3 days, Wolfenstein. Seriously considering getting that. That is a first-person shooter.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Not sure what the legalities of that would be in certain countries.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not just for the brutality, but for the storyline. Well, the whole Nazi thing, and the whole, it's supposedly, I did see some Wolfenstein yesterday, and it's pretty brutal. I know Australia doesn't like the super violent stuff, And I know Germany is not particularly fond of the Nazi stuff. But I guess in this instance it's different.
Frameshift drive charging.
So the storyline for Wolfenstein 2, I guess, I forgot what the full title was, is the Nazis have taken over America, and you're in the resistance, and it's your job to clean it up. So yeah, we all need to be reminded. Constantly, it seems, we need to be reminded of our past.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Or we are doomed to repeat it. Not just that particular piece of history, but many pieces of history.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, so the nebula is growing bigger. We're getting closer.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
Yeah, personally, we managed to get through the crash without really too much
Fuel scoop disengaged.
damage.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think that also a lot of people needlessly freaked out. Which only made things worse. Like I have money in the market, but it's just sitting there. So as the market goes up, I get my dividends. The dividends go back in, and it gets invested, and everything is fine. And the market value is what the market value is, and that's it. But that's the market value. That's not the value of my portfolio. The value of my portfolio is whatever it is when I sell it. Until I sell it, the value isn't realized. Alright, so if I go in now and see that my value is $5,000 less than it was last month, then I haven't lost anything. I haven't lost anything until I sell it. And that's what people were doing. And you know, we had people freaking out all over the place saying, well, my portfolio lost, you know, I lost $10,000 in my portfolio, so I sold it. It's like, well, but you sold it. You lost all the value then. You realized the $10,000 loss. If you had just said, well, you know what, it's gonna recover, you know, in some time, and you'd be fine. I mean, I put money in a long time ago, alright? I remember when I had money in there when they were freaking out because the Dow was going to go from 9,000 to 10,000, and they were worried about that being a same issue as the Y2K, where, oh, the system isn't designed for so many numbers, and everybody was freaking out and selling. And you know, that money been sitting in there since then. And now what's the Dow? I don't even know, but whatever it is, it's a lot more than it was when it was 9,999.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alexa, what's the value of the Dow? Okay. All right. So Alexa just told me that the market value yesterday. Sorry, Alexa, shut up. It's 23,000, over 23,000. And I put my savings in when it was under 10. So I should probably rebalance, but I lost my rebalancing spreadsheet.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, yeah, I did buy one of these. Actually, I bought two. Voice recognition, personal assistant things from Amazon. So I have two. I have two Echoes. One Echo, like a big one, and one Echo Dot, which is the smaller one. I can give voice commands and ask questions. It's mostly it is useful, but it is more of a toy than an actual thing. Functionality is still a little bit limited. Yeah, we're not really seeing too much of what's going on in Europe here or in the US. News are very US centric, and that's a shame. I really should start following European news sources again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, we're getting there. That nebula is looking pretty scary. Strangely enough, I guess, I was watching a little bit of Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan. I guess it was just the end, and they flew into a nebula, and you know they lost their sensors, and everything was just messed up. I'm like, no. That doesn't happen here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, so we are in the Tracheo sector now. Well, I don't know if good acting is something to attribute to any of the older Star Trek movies. It's pretty. I don't know. It's very difficult. I don't want to call William Shatner a bad actor because I don't think he is. He has a very specific, or very certain type or method that he uses, and it's like you love it or you hate it. I'm not really finding him as Captain Kirk to be his own best work. I don't know if we'll actually be able to stop right outside the nebula here and sort of glide in. I don't think. For Elite, I don't think it works that way. I mean, we're either outside or inside. There's... finding a star that's right on the edge, where the edge of the nebula is sort of inside the solar system, that's gonna be tricky. You don't really have any option to stop anywhere in the middle. Hello. They have had a number of great actors in the Star Trek movies. There's no denying that. Names escape me right now, but
Frameshift drive charging.
I think I like the newer movies more, I guess, than the older ones. Probably because I didn't see the original series, so I wasn't really into that. But I did see a lot of the original series. Not the original, the next generation. That's what I meant. I didn't see much of the original. I saw a lot of the next generation, either here in the US or in Norway via German satellite TV. Which is fun. Well, it's a franchise they can keep on milking. I think with James Bond, I think I like the I like it a little bit older than newer ones. With a name escaped me again. With Daniel Craig, it's turned too much into like just another American action movie. The older ones was more either with Sean Connery or Roger Moore. They were more fun. There was like more humor in it. Well, I mean, it wasn't a comedy, but there was more humor in it. There was more. It was more the spy kind of, you know, secret agent man thing. And you know, a little burst of violence. It wasn't. It was, you know, it was a British action movie. It wasn't an American action movie. There's a difference. And now I think they've gone and they've changed it to satisfy a different market, and I guess they sort of have to. What I don't really enjoy too much are all these freaking reboots. Like everything is getting rebooted, and I guess with Batman, the reboot was very successful. But it's like, and that followed at least along with the storylines. But you know, they rebooted like Superman a million times. They rebooted Spider-Man now for the 3rd time. It's like. Does it really need to be rebooted? Now they're rebooting Hellboy. Did that need to be rebooted? Was there anything wrong with Ron Perlman as Hellboy? Did that need to be rebooted? I don't know. It's like there's a million books out there that can be made into movies. Just need to find the right book and the right director and the right crew and everything else. But it seems that they'd rather just reboot what they had, and you know, it seems like that's the easy way to go. So the question now is, are we inside or are we outside? Let's have a look. We're still seemingly outside, but it is now taking up our entire horizon here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think the next I think things are gonna get shaken up in the next next year or so. This whole Harvey Weinstein thing is gonna blow up, and it's gonna take down a lot of people, and it's gonna take down a lot of people across many industries. It seems to have reached some sort of a breaking point. It's gonna have huge ramification in the movie industry, simply because it's now a domino effect. There's allegations against numerous people all over the place. It's flowing over into Silicon Valley. It's gonna go from Silicon Valley into Wall Street. It's gonna be everywhere. Alright, so we are now... I'm gonna right on the outside. We got 2 jumps left.
Frameshift drive charging.
This will take us inside the nebula. I did save my search from before on EDDB, so I do have a list of those systems I want to go to. So,
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
we're gonna go over there. And there's an Earth-like here. And we're gonna go and stop. This one has been discovered. but we are gonna scan it anyways. The fifth planet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is an Earth-like. 263. Oh, that's interesting. The approximate habitable zone here is 120 to 239. And this one is outside.
Fuel skipping.
We're gonna go get it anyways.
Fuel skip disengaged.
Did I? Okay. The light in here is funky. Okay, so that's an Earth-like world, 632,000 credits. Oh, that's funny. Okay. And there is another one that's 17. It's a D6. It is D610. And there's another one over here with 2 water worlds.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty much in the thick of it here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, we're gonna scan in here and see what we can find. Number 3 and number 6 should be water worlds. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Habitable zone here is 546 to 1,000. I think here we're gonna just scan everything. Well, let's just map the whole thing, shall we? There is one more system we're gonna check out with 3 water worlds in it. We're also gonna I have to have a look. There's no landable objects in here, so I want to land somewhere. I'm gonna have to find a place with arsenic. Again, is what I'm looking for. I think it would be interesting to see what it looks like in an SRV inside the nebula. I don't think we're gonna get this one. I'm gonna make sure to aim under it. Nope. Last time we almost crashed. Oh, well, but not always. Not almost. We did face plant. So yeah, we didn't really expect a lot of that out of that one. And that was the one inside the habitable zone, so that's probably nice and hot. Let's check that out. Hot, thick carbon dioxide atmosphere. Surface temperature 925 Kelvin. It's not a good place to be. This one also has a moon. Alright, that's number 3 then. Yeah. Alright, so where are we in the world? Well, that is a good thing. We are about 8,500 light years from Earth. Which means we still have 1,000 light years to go today, and that's 20 jumps. That's easy peasy. They'll have one more system in here to check out though, in the nebula. And then we'll map our way home. This looks like the second of the water worlds. Hold on. This one has a twin. So that was a water world. Let's see what we got. Water world with a moon. High metal content. I think that's the one we just did. That's strange. All right, so ED Discovery says one of these were a terraforming candidate. But ED disagrees. It seems. That's a water world. No, there it is. That's the one that was terraforming. Oh, that's weird. I've never seen that before. It's a moon that is a terraforming candidate. Because I was looking at it and I was like, well, the gravity is very low. Like, yeah, it's because it's a moon. Alright, I'm gonna leave the rest ones alone. It's no point. Alright, so here we're gonna do not that. Try KO. KO E C13 -2. Should be right in here somewhere. There we go. Gonna jump over there. There should be 3 water worlds in here. And that's our last last stop in here. Now we're doing good on time. Alright, so we do have some bodies here with stuff. Commander Pete. Alright, let's go and see what we can find. I'll try and keep the speed under control here. Alright. So this one has arsenic, but not really a lot of it. So, well, we're not really very thrilled with the arsenic content on that one. This one has a moon. No arsenic on that one. Oh, come on with the scan already. Alright, distances are starting to grow. This is one of the water worlds, I believe. And this one has a moon. No arsenic there either. Water world, terraformable, thick ammonia atmosphere. 682,000 credits. That was the previous one. I'll see what this is. This one also has moons. One moon. This one is not a candidate for terraforming. Don't know. I would have to rank up considerably before then. So it's not really something that I thought about. They're pretty expensive. I probably will have it when I get back from Beagle Point. I should have I should have quite a bit of exploration data going 130,000 light years. Not sure what to do with the whole Beagle Point trip. I know I'm gonna go, and I wanna go, and I wanna swing by the Great Annihilator and Sagittarius A. And those are really my only two my only two goals for the trip. Yes, it's 65,000 light years from Earth to Beagle Point, and I also have to return, so that's 130,000 light years. We hope to not get space madness, but there's no guarantee. I have a feeling some of the part of that trip will probably be just a lot of Sidewinder radio and jumping. Yeah, I can always switch back to the PS4 version and go out and do something else. So I'm not sure what the schedule is. I have to look it up. And then we're gonna have to figure out how far do I have to go in a day to be on schedule. Also check with Gremlin and see what his plans are. Alright, so we're gonna scan everything here, even if it's really not worth much. There's another one? Oh, okay, it's just that down at the bottom. Oh, there's still more. All right. I'll see if I can scan the suns from a great distance. But I think I want to try and scan everything here just to make sure we get to all the what do you mean disappear? Stop playing? That's a heresy. Well, there isn't a lot of stuff out here. These last couple of planets are just ice bodies. Thought they already called about that. Alright. Right on time. I think this is the last planet. Alright, so it just disappear from the bubble. Alright, let's see what we found. We did scan everything so far. And yes. 73,000 is usually outside of my interest when it comes to scanning. Long range scanners and suns is gonna work out just fine. Well, it will be interesting to see what the Thargoids are really up to. I just want to get, since we only have 2 objects left in here, even if there's some distance, I just want to get a full bonus here. So while we're doing that, what I can do is plan a route home. It's 177 jumps home. Oh, that's not bad. We do have some new viewers. Welcome to the stream. You wanna join in the conversation or share an opinion? You're most welcome to do so. We are in the middle of nowhere. We are 8,570 light years from Earth. In the middle of this fantastic nebula. And we're trying to get every object in this solar system scanned, including the 2 distant suns. And there's no Thargoids on this side of the universe, or galaxy I should say. So it's all quite safe. I'm flying an Explorer build of the Anaconda. Jump range is just over 50 light years. Could be more if I were to dump some of my cargo. I'm carrying some limpets, mostly for the repair limpet controller, so I can heal myself if I have an accident. I don't need to carry that many. I could have gone with less and just synthesize some of the limpets. Just very costly. Has anyone ever seen passenger missions to Beagle Point? Because I wonder if the passengers going there would be it's 10 per synthesis, and I think you're getting 4. So technically it's 2.5, I believe, per limpet. I could check that now, but then I have, you know, 4 tons of extra cargo to carry. What the? Out here? This is the first USS I've seen in a long time. Better not be a Thargoid. No, I'm just kidding. There's not going to be a Thargoid. We're coming in a little hot, so we're gonna chill that out a little bit. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do that, but that's alright. A little disappointing though.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh no, 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 no. No, we are not jumping. I don't have Super Cruise versus Frameshift mapped, so alright, we're quickly picking up speed out here in the middle of nowhere. So we'll get that sun scan. I've got to get it down to about 8,000 maybe. Or a little more, depending on the size of the star. And then we'll see what we get from this one. The Red Dwarf, I believe it was. I was a little bit comical. Finally find a USS, like first time in 2 weeks we've seen any signs of life, and I just run over it. The underside of the ship is a little bit bigger than you would think. Yeah, I was secretly hoping for something that I needed. As well. Particularly the stuff you get from private beacons and stuff. It would have been cool if you would have found one of those in there. Okay, so our target, that's not what I was expecting. Our target is to get within 7,500 light years of Earth. That means roughly 1,020 light years left to go. That way I can do 2,500 light years tomorrow. That'll bring me down to 5, and then 2,500 on Thursday, which will bring me down to 2,500. And then on Friday, we'll have the big homecoming parade. We're heading for Nito. I'm gonna sell our stuff to the Pixel Bandits. And we'll see how we're getting along. Hopefully I'll make the next ranking, but I don't know. Haven't been very gung-ho about scanning. So we probably have a little bit less scanning data than we expected. Going for a cutter or a corvette. I don't really know. I mean, that won't be until next year. I think the trip back from Beagle Point is gonna be slow. And it's gonna take a while to get back, and then there's the rank grinding to get there. we're jumping about 50 light years per jump. Most of it counts directly towards our distance to Earth. So, yeah, we're not gonna get all undiscovered at this point. This system is obviously discovered. I'm gonna scan the gas giant first, since I can. This looks like a water world, so we'll have a look at that. See what it says. It is a water world, and it is a terraforming candidates, and it's 700,000 credits. Alright, target next system. Target next system.
Destination set.
There we go.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Tried to keep up here. Interesting. Alright, 12 objects, but I'm not seeing any planets on my screen. So that's asteroid fields and stars.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, repair limpets can be synthesized, so that's of course a great thing. It does take a lot of material though, you do need 10 of each. And that's also part of the reason why I'm carrying SRV in an exploration vehicle, is so you can get down and get more materials needed for the synthesis. Still 10 iron. Iron is fairly common, and I think the other one is of 2, so but still 10. You gotta find at least 4 of each then, because you're getting 3 materials from one rock, I guess you would call it, and why is everything here discovered? It is one of the reasons we did go out here was because it's a little bit outside of the straight line from Colonia to the bubble, and it certainly is if you're go away. It certainly is if you're going via the outposts, which is more of a kind of a bit of an arc on those. We've kind of gone down, well, we went out here and then down this way and then over this way. So we went a little bit sig and a sag and a new sig back over here. I'm not really seeing anything else interesting to really go for while we're out here. The Elephant Trunk Nebula. That's an interesting name. I just better soldier on and see what we can find. Here's another Class A, and I think that's what the first star we got to today was a Class A, and we netted an Earth-like planet. So we're gonna take a look here and see if we can find anything here as well. Chances are the same as every other star, so it's not really any guarantees or anything. But let's have a look. There's certainly lots of stuff. And it's all gas giants. Ah, that's very close. Yeah, that is very close. Mr. Pokey has been here. He scanned the star and nothing else. We're gonna follow Mr. Pokey. Right, so I'm just turning away from the star a little bit just to get out of the heat so I can jump. Alright, let's have a look. It's just icy little bodies. Alright, so there's gonna be a lot of red dwarfs. I don't know if I want to filter them out or not. They are scoopable, and so that's good. They just seem to be in abundance. Filtering them out might increase the number of jumps I have to make to get home. simply because it's might be trickier to route. To some stars. I mean, even with the distance that we have, finding a suitable star in the right direction. So it's 163 as it is. And if I take out the M stars, it should recalculate. I think it did. It's 172. That's an extra 9 jumps, and is it worth it? I don't know. It's just the Red Dwarfs have, I don't know, very few redeeming characters. It's scoopable, that's the only plus side of it, and it's in abundance, which means you can shorten your trip by including it. Excluding them now, we're gonna zigzag more, hence the 9 extra jumps.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
That was a little early with the jump. It's not my favorite star to scoop from. A small radius means it's kind of tricky to hold on around the circle, and you pretty much end up being on the other side before you're done scooping. With these bigger stars, that's not really a problem. Of course, I don't have to fill up the tank every time. I just want to fill up the tank every time.
Frameshift drive charging.
Keeping an eye on our distance here. 38.5 is a short jump. We are getting close to our goal of 7,500 light years. Holy moly. Let's see what this is. Some interesting orbits here. Uh, 189 is the outside on the... Right, so this one is a little bit outside the habitable zone. It's a water world. Bingo. Really isn't much else of interest here. We're just gonna move on. Yeah, but it's not high priority. I think we should get into we should meet our mileage target first, and then we'll see what we can find. Although we are getting pretty darn close anyways. It's like I didn't check the distance here. 46 light years, so we are within like 200 light years of our target now. So, alright. Let's see what we can find. The next few systems. Okie dokie. Another 49. Yeah, so there's like four jumps left, unless they're very short, including this one. Nothing here. That didn't seem right. Might as well scan the 2 stars and get it done with.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right. Well, there's at least one on the sun. Those planets seems close to it. Alright, let's scan the sun first. We can do that from this range. Just pick up a little bit of fuel. Alright, let's go to this one. Looks like a water world. Scan these guys over there. There's 2 here with possible minerals. And there's 2 over there. Look like Silver Fox just scanned this one. I guess he looked at the other ones and found them not to be worthy. But I'm gonna look at them and see what we can find. I am looking for arsenic, so if I can find something with a lot of arsenic on it, I might drop by and do a little half an hour or something of SRVing down there. And if we are 150 what are we? We're 98 light years short of our goal. If that's what it's going to be, then that's what it's going to be. That's that is not a big deal. That is indeed a water world. With 2 moons. What? Oh no, that was a star. Okay. This is one of the high metal content worlds with materials on it. Get a head on out there, see if you can find something worthwhile. I'm looking for more water, I don't have any. Let's see what it says. I'm more inclined to land on a moon than a planet. Right, so there's nothing there. There are no moons here. Alright. Moons have lower gravity. Makes for easier everything. Alright, we have a lot of new viewers on the stream. Feel free to say hello, introduce yourself if you want to. We're kind of winding down a little bit. I guess we're getting close to what was my goal for today. Was 7,500 light years from Earth. And I believe with this jump, we're gonna be a handful of light years short. So if this system doesn't have what we're looking for, we might make another jump. Just kind of looking for a moon we could land on. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to check and see if that was a class 2, but it is not. We are going to go to the other one. nothing over here. I will scan the gas giant. We'll have a look at the moons. See if we can find some arsenic. Class 4 with rings, 2,793 credits value. So let me see what the, yeah, we're at 18 and a half light years short. Alright, that's an ice body. That's probably not gonna give us what we're looking for. No arsenic on that one. No arsenic on that one either. Selenium, but no arsenic. Oh, there's more moons over here, huh? Yeah, there's 2 left. Not finding any arsenic. Nope.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, let's have a look at the galaxy map. We can see where we're going. And we can have a look here. I wanted to go 18 light years, sort of in the right direction. I'm actually thinking this one.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's a Class A, blue-white star. It's the first star type we started with today. So it's a suitable one to end it in as well. All right. Let's see what we got. There's one planet.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Kind of seems like we gotta scan it then, since we're here. Shouldn't take too long. Looks like a big planet. Too bad there wasn't any moons around this thing. I will check our distance. Yeah, we are under. Oh, it takes us in there, okay. And this is kind of where we're at. Just trying to see if there's anything interesting around here, but it doesn't seem like it. They usually pop up pretty quick. Alright, so this is where we usually start picking up big suns. 10,000 light seconds. Now we're getting into the smaller sun territory. Should get into the large gas giants soon. We're gonna guess 5,500? No. 5,000? No. 4,000. Oh, jeez. Gonna have to get real up close and personal. Even with a long range scanner, I would have thought I would have gotten a little bit extra here, but with that getting down to the 2,000, wow. Gas giant with water-based life. That's interesting, but not really something we're looking for. And we're gonna wrap it up there. It's been a while. It's almost 3 hours. We're gonna continue tomorrow on the journey back. I'm gonna do 2,500 light years tomorrow, and each day going forward, and that should get us back to the bubble in time. I don't think there's gonna be any reconfiguration on the ship before the Beagle Point trip. So we're just gonna get repaired up and get ready, I guess. But for today, that's gonna be it. Good to see so many people popping in, and hopefully you can leave a like. Numbers really help getting the stream noticed. So I would really appreciate that. But for now, this is the end, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.